welcome back to Sticks and Strings. I'm Naomi.
I'm Beth. I'm Eve.
That's me. It's my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to. So we'll stop and move the picture, but we just wanted to say hi that Eve put that picture out. And look at my cupcakes.
Not that we can eat them because we get our hands filthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We'll eat a chocolate bit.
We'll eat them after the video.
yes. So give us a sec while I put our picture away, and we'll be right back.
Bye.
So we're back, and I replaced the picture of me with my alter ego of me. Rachel gave me these last night for my birthday, so they're so cute.
Yes, they are.
Are you going first, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am trying to finish up the what are these called? Scissor fob mess I had over there because it's been sitting over there waiting on me. And so I finished this little alien scissor fob. It's got a little tiny green alien down here.
Oh, cute.
And it's got a couple of iridescent beads and some clear beads and
They're good planets.
some planets. Yeah. So I'm making other ones with these steampunk bugs. Don't ask me why I bought steampunk bugs. I don't like bugs.
You don't like bugs. Why would
I think
buy
you
bugs?
secretly do.
I don't. So for WIP-GO this month, the middle thing for me is to work on my own designs. And so I've been plugging away at this. I'm not done yet because...
I was going to ask you if you finished it.
No. So I got everything done except I have a little line of ecru here in the angel and then the dark green, and that's all I have left to do. Oh, I'm finishing this thing up here. The metal thing up on top.
Oh, the hanger.
Yeah. So it's coming along. I don't work on it as much as I should because I prefer to sit and do nothing. But
Don't we all?
but I was thinking yesterday, I was like, how am I going to finish that? Now I have to start thinking about that. I don't have any Christmas fabrics out or anything like that, so I'm like,
It's hard to visualize sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I can't put anything anywhere. Oh, Naomi, I didn't tell you, to put up that panoramic thing of what it's supposed to look like
What panoramic thing?
of this.
Oh, the actual photo of it?
Uh-huh.
Or your
Yeah.
computer printout of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my other WIP-GO thing,
And I have to apologize at the beginning of this video. I put up the wrong progress of your bookmark. It was very late at night.
I watched it and I went, that's the one from last week.
sorry.
And I was talking about how I finished the white flower and all that,
I
and
know,
then
I'm
I looked at
sorry.
it and went,
So I apologize. It's very late at night.
so this is Spring Bookmarks by Cross Stitching for Fun. And I have continued on with it. And I have,
Are you almost done?
yeah, I'm finishing this flower,
Mm-hmm.
which has like a million colors in it. And then the border. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Will I get it done in the 15 days? In the 10 days? No. But I might just go ahead and keep plugging at it. I like these bookmarks very much, or I wouldn't have purchased this thing. So far, I've only finished one. Okay. And then my cross-stitch camp piece is Chesapeake Bay Treasures No. 5 Seahorses by Artist Design. And I am doing it on DMC Malachite. And that is how far I've gotten. I'm about halfway done, not quite halfway.
Oh, that's the seahorse's head.
I've got the seahorse's head. His little tail goes through this gap right here, you know, because he curls around. So his little tail goes through that gap. So I finished.
So are you done with the border across the top? Or is it?
Maybe.
No.
I don't know.
I was
So
wondering how wide it was.
it's like maybe that.
About 5 inches.
Yeah,
It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be.
This is the
smaller than
bottom.
that. Okay. I don't know why I thought the head looks big to me, but
And it's longer than it is wide. So, yeah. Anyway, the seaweed here, I went ahead and went straight down, but it branches off over here, and there's a random little piece over here, and there's a random little piece over there. So I thought I would get all of those in one thing. But, yeah, it's coming along. Maybe it's wider than it is tall. I don't know. Anyway, that's how far I am on that. Now, it was supposed to be in the 120s this week. It never was. We only had a couple of days that were above 110. But that
Like
means...
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was horrible. This is my 2023 temperature SAL Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. And as I've said many times, I've adjusted the colors. The viewers on my YouTube said if it goes above 120, you should use white. They liked your
White
idea.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very different. There's this one day, which was yesterday, which was evil hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a dark.
So Beth had a test yesterday, and I had to drive her, right?
that's for stories.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about the heat.
Okay.
And of course, I couldn't park near where I had to leave her. So I had to park the car and then go inside. I came back outside to the car. I needed pot holder. I mean, like, I'm going, ow, 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 ow. I couldn't even take the sunscreen off.
It's awful.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was like, well, how come I don't keep pot holders in the car?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you start to evaluate your life choices. Why do I live in Phoenix?
Yeah, anyway, again, this week it's supposed to get hot, but hopefully soon we will start getting rainstorms.
I was on the freeway and I got one raindrop on Thursday. One drop. I was very excited about that drop.
Accompanying these raindrops is usually dust storms. And if I could, I would put a video of a dust storm in this video, but it's not mine to give.
Look up haboobs in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one that I saw of a particularly bad one where you can see the wall of dirt just driving over like this.
Yeah.
And the guy's going, ah. So, yeah, look it up. Driving in it is like driving in a heavy fog, but there's no point of driving in it because it'll be gone in 2 minutes. So, anyway, that is me.
It's you? Should I go next?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in the middle of trying to cast on something here, but okay. So I have Jordan's sweater to finish by fall. I have, which I've talked about a lot. I have my knitting class mitt that I started. That's that's okay. And then, I made one mitt, right? And then I was going to start the other one with class. And so, that's going on. I also have that big shawl I need to work on. But part of the reason I never get anything done It's because all these little projects come up. So long ago and far away, if you've been with us for over a year, you might remember that I knit 2 sweaters for 2 little young kids, some friends of mine, children, and I sent them their sweaters. The boy's sweater, Oliver's sweater, didn't fit him by the time he got it. Like the sleeve was like to here, and I was like, that's how kids are. But Elsie's sweater, she still loves. She calls it her pretty sweater, and she wears it all the time. Well, as you may remember, they moved to a foreign country, and we support them at our church. And you can't mail them anything because customs will take it, or they have to pay a lot of money to get it out of customs. It's not a good situation. But I just found out on Monday. I didn't realize it. I didn't know about it. Wasn't on my radar that another group from our church is going to them, and so they're taking an empty suitcase and they're asking for different things that the family's been asking for. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you remember this hat that I knit that's too small for my head, right? And I was like, way back when I knit it, and I knew it was too small for me, I wanted to give it to Oliver. And where he is, I think this actually will fit in quite well. So, style-wise. So I was like, I want to send this to Oliver. And I'm like, but I can't send nothing to Elsie. And I don't have anything already knit that's little girl. So I was like, oh, I could make a small pair of socks. It probably would have been faster if I'd made a hat. I have to have all this done by tomorrow, July 16th. And I learned about this. I'm like, I can make a pair of child's socks in a week. Well, I have a job. Anyway, I found a pattern called banana socks. They're kind of indoor socks. And the reason they're called banana socks is that they are shaped like a banana. Isn't that cute? So, hello. So what it is on the back, it's like an indoor sock. It's not meant for shoes, but on the back this is where the sole of your foot and your heel goes, is ribbing. You can probably see it there. And then on the top is this also ribbing, but it's horizontal ribbing, and it has that curve in there. Yeah. And then when you wear it, my hand barely fits in here, but it just spreads out like that. And I found this rainbow sock yarn, and I thought, well, that's perfect. It's not the same hues as hers. Her rainbow sweater is very pinkish. But anyway, I thought she'd enjoy a pair of house rainbow socks, banana socks. I thought she might like those.
Especially in the winter.
She's 5 years old, yeah. And so I was like, I can do this. Well, I got one done in the week. And I finished the toe last night, late in the 3 o'clock in the morning kind of last night. And I was like, well, I have all day Saturday and early Sunday morning. Maybe I can get it done. Which means I can't block it, but that's okay. She's 5. So I just finished this last night, so I'm trying to cast on. I don't know if I can make this sock in a day. I don't know. Maybe I can find out exactly when they're leaving and say, because it's like everybody brings stuff to church on Sunday, but I'm like, maybe I can find out exactly who to give it to and when, and I can do it by then. So that would give me at least Sunday night to work.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Is literally all I've been doing all week. And but sitting here, so I started on this sock mission, and I was like, I'm supposed to be spinning every single day, but I haven't been because I've been knitting every day. But don't tell my teammates, because I'm going to say, yes, I spun every day in my mind. But this is
Is it anything like the Think system?
This is what I finished this. I don't know if I think I brought that fiber in a while ago. It's like, it's called the Mystery Mix from the mill up north in Prescott. And it's alpaca, sheep, all different kinds of sheep, all different colors of alpaca, and all mixed together. It's like their mill ends. And so it's got the softness of alpaca, but it's also very sturdy. It's going to be a sturdy yarn. And then I started on that very colorful wool that I brought in last week.
Mm-mm.
However, the only problem is I only have 3 bobbins. I have this one, I have the one I started on, and then I have, because I was like, I don't want to apply this right now. I want to start the new one. Forgetting that I also have another bobbin with a started spin on it. So I only have 3 of this size. So I can't apply this right now. And if I get the other one done before Tour de Fleece is over, I can't really apply it either because I don't have another bobbin. But that's only 4 ounces, so that should fit on my small wheel. So I thought I could ply on the polywog. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. So that's where my Tour de Fleece is. It's a little stalled because of banana socks. But other than that, that's me.
Oh, okay. One
So
second,
now I gotta count to 52.
I gotta fix
What I
this.
was doing while Eve was talking was playing Yarn Chicken in this cast on, and I lost, so I gotta start over.
I'm trying to put this thread here because I don't want to lose my. Forget it. Okay, it's just gonna be a stray thing. So, I didn't go any further on my cross stitch camp piece, the whales. I interrupted that for a minute, so that I could do 6 days on the blue elephant, the famous, 3-legged elephant that I added the 4th leg. So I did a bunch of stuff on here. I did more flowers and this little dark purplish line underneath him, and this flower. I still have to do all the white stuff. So there's a bunch of white, all these blank spaces in there. A lot of them are white. But I did his little blanket that's on his back. And there's some back stitching that goes on that to give it some more definition. And I thought I could finish it by the 6 days. And I think there was one day in there where I didn't stitch very much. And this gnome is in my way here. And but anyway, so there's some more of these. There's some more leaves, I think, over here and underneath that are kind of a lot of stitching, and then there's a lot of back stitching, just in the flowers and in the leaves, showing their veins of the leaves, and there's some, on his body and stuff like that. So I did like 7 days on this elephant, and it's still not done. So, yeah, there's the picture of it. There's just a bunch of things. This is a DMC kit. So it came with the Ada and the needle and threads and stuff like that. So, and it came with a little wooden hoop, and I still haven't decided if that's how I'm going to finish it or whatever. Because if I do, I think I might paint the hoop or wrap it like I did for Rachel's thing that I did. But anyway, so I did 7 days on that. And if I had time, maybe I'll get back to it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Speaking of my next goal, so after I did the elephant, I started on this. This is Hello Pumpkin by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Your gnomes are getting in my way.
Lost count. She made me laugh.
This was a SAL from a mystery SAL from 2019, and I'm still not done with it. And I've discovered that the reason that it's hard for me to really get work, enthusiastic about it is that I kind of don't like the whole, individual separate motifs. You have all these different, leaves, which are very cute and they looked good together, but it's just kind of fussy for me to say, okay, you do, a few stitches here, and most of these leaves are like, 2 colors or whatever, and so it's like a little bit of this color, and a little bit of that color, and a little bit of this other color, and so it's just kind of,
It's because you're a color completist.
Yeah, and also I think like I enjoy doing the owl and I enjoy doing the fox, and but all these little random leaves, not so much. You know, they're kind of easy because like I was doing some of them that were like, you know, they're smaller leaves and there's not that many stitches and they're, you know, fairly easy to do. But it just, you know, and also one of the problems is like I have a working copy of it where I'm like just with a pencil marking off which ones I've done, because I want to make sure that I don't forget some, you know, if I didn't do a color, you know, not to forget it. Like this one leaf here has like a few squares of blue color, and I had done previously. I had done the bottom part of the rib, which is brown, and I had just done those browns. So I concentrated on this other color, which is the main body of the leaf, but I had to leave the little holes for the blue stitches. And then I thought, you know, I better do them right away, or I'm gonna forget and have, you know, naked things on my thing.
Also, I when I look at that, I think like that's not really your style. I don't know,
Yeah,
something. But that's why mystery.
Well, and part of it is that, you know, like I said, this was a long time ago, so it was before I had really decided, you know, figured out what it was that appealed to me about certain styles, and that was something that I think had come up in one of these, like either like Know Your Needle Worker or one of those things, you know, where you answer a bunch of questions like, you know, where are you from, you know, what's your family, what's your style, who's your favorite designer, things like that. And for a long time it was hard for me to answer that because I didn't know that many designers at the time, you know, because when I first started cross stitching, I really didn't think in those terms. And then and just in more, you know, since I started stitching again, you know, you start to learn, kind of Pillar Cross Stitch does this, Tiny Modernist does that, Blackbird Designs, with a needle and thread, all these different kind of, you know, more well-known Prairie Schooler designers, you know, and now there's even more. And then they have, you know, sort of a school of, you know, what they do, like the animal stack things on Plum Street Samplers, you know, and things like that. And I've little by little I realized I'm really drawn to things with animals in them, you know, and certain styles of whatever, and more than just like the some of the, well, like samplers. Mm-hmm. I like looking at them, but I'm not particularly drawn to doing them. Or like some of the, I think, ink circles, I think it is, that, you know, that have like the mandalas kind of thing, where you have basically a square of, you know, the same design or whatever. And some of them, you know, if you look at them, they're very interesting because, you know, there's something in there that's hidden in all of the stitching. There's an animal, or there's a plant, or there's a whatever. But I'm not drawn to them at all. Mm. And, you know, they're nice to look at, but it's not something I would want to stitch or, you know, hang on my wall or whatever. But so, you know, so my style has evolved little by little, and I've, you know, figured out what I like. And at the time that I bought this Hello Pumpkin, it's nice and it's very colorful and it's very cute, but it's probably on the edge of what I'm attracted to. So it's hard for me, you know, I have to like motivate myself to work on it. And I didn't do any more of my cross stitch camp piece, although I want to get back to that. But then I interrupted myself because I still have a few more days on Hello Pumpkin. I think I just did Wednesday and Thursday before I realized I didn't get Naomi anything for her birthday.
Nice.
And, you know, and so I realized I want to give her this thing that it was my start, one of my new starts for last month. What's your superpower?
She gave it to me and took it back.
Yeah, I did. I gave it to her last night, and I said, okay, give it back to me because it's not finished. This is a Puntini, What's Your Superpower? and the words are, I turn grass into wool, what's your superpower? And so I started this last month, and I liked it so much, I spent the last week of June working on it. And I thought I could almost finish it, but all I have left to do is several lines of this little hill. This is part of this thread hanging down, but so right now I'm just working on the green hill here. And these are all called for colors, which are, I think, they're all DMC except for the green. And so I use the green on the leaves up here, and then I'm doing the hill right now. And I'm using Scuppernong by Weeks Dye Works. Is that what it's called? Scuppernong, I think. Yeah. Instead of the call for Romy's Creations Camouflage, which I could not find anywhere. But anyway, so I have like, it's more lines than I thought it was of this stitching, but that's all that's left, so I can't work on it like, for the rest of the month or whatever till it's finished, because I don't know that I'll have time for my other WIP-GO pieces and the finishing and all that kind of stuff that I have to do for my other things. But that's what I'm working on today while we're doing this video, so I can make some progress on it. And then I'll just have to do it catch as catch can. Well, for my new starts for WIP-GO, one of them is my cross-stitch camp piece, which is I already fulfilled that new start thing, and the other one is the Starry Night prayer school that I've talked about before, and then I want to do, I think it's the ferret is the number 4 of the Year in the Woods that I think I'm going to do. And so really to start, theoretically I just have to put, I would like to put like a length of thread in or whatever. So I don't have to spend that. I could do them all in one day or something, I think, if I had to. But so that would give me more time to do whatever. But I have, as one of my FFO things, I have all those little smalls, and I'm getting some ideas in my head about how I want to finish some of them, but that's going to be challenging. Is all those little smalls. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I've been up to. Oh yeah, so in some of the news, I don't know if I should go ahead and go into this. But this little thing, you can't see it from a distance here, but it's a little, but it's a little business card for the Three Sisters Creative, and the Etsy shop is down at the bottom here, and the reason we came up with this kind of hurriedly is that when I send out needle minders, I had some little cards that were just like those place cards that you buy for a party or something. And I got them just randomly at Target in the dollar spot. They had them there. And I thought, oh, those would be nice. And so I was using them just to have something to stick a needle minder on, when I mailed it out. And I had gotten to the end of those. I'd used them all up. And so I was telling Eve, we need a card or something to put those on.
It isn't done all of a sudden. I
yeah.
designed it
But
long time ago. I just never printed it.
Yeah.
Ever.
And so I had bought some little business cardstock things from Avery or whatever and so we just tweaked it a little bit so it would fit on there, and voila. So yeah.
It's my fault they got designed and not used.
Beth, about a year ago, I don't know, a long time ago, she said, I bought these business card things so that we can make cards. And I went,
But the other thing is I got more magnets for more needle minders. So
That's
hopefully
fun.
I'll be able to put those to use. But I think that's me.
So I have a funny story. As you know, my kitchen's destroyed. And I'm sorry, environmentally, whatever, but we've been using a lot of paper plates and bowls because it's very not fun to wash dishes with no sink. So I wash as
Done that before.
I wash as few dishes as as I possibly can. Sorry, I made a mistake because I'm talking. So anyway.
You could let the cats lick them clean.
Yeah, right. So we've been ordering, so a lot of times Mark, like, we were almost out of bowls. And so Mark ordered bowls, paper bowls. And he's like, oh, the package came early this morning. Like, it was one of those dawn deliveries, So I guess he had gotten up and he went out and got it, pulled it in, didn't open it, just left it near the front door. And we went about our day. And then I guess he finally went to open it and he goes...
Was this Tuesday? When I was at your house? Or was it a different one?
Yeah. He finally opened it and he's like, what is this? What? I didn't... And he goes, did you order this? And I'm like, no. Because this is supposed to be paper bowls. And of course he accused me of ordering it because of what it is. So I was like, no. And he looked at his order. No, the order said paper bowls. But I guess they thought, woo bowls. Which is why he accused me of ordering it. I was like, no, this is one of those Woobles kits. It's really cute. It's a little tiny fox. It's a crochet kit. You get the needle. It's already started, which is I think why people are so successful at it, because you just, I guess, I don't know, but it already has a little bit of a chain started, so you don't have to figure out how to start it. And then I guess there's video you can follow, and it comes with yarn, a yarn needle, plastic eyes, stuffing, and the crochet hook itself. Everything comes in this little package. And I was like, I didn't order it, but I will keep it. I haven't opened it, I haven't started it, and I might give it away. But anyway, it's so cute, I might make it. So
you can't finish it and send it to those kids.
I know, maybe I should do this instead.
Instead of the socks.
I really want to do the socks. Actually, she's too young, but I thought it would be fun to send her the kit, The
nice thing about kids is that they get older.
Yeah, I know. But maybe that's a good idea. I'll make the socks in reserve. Maybe I should just make this for her. It's really cute, and I'm sure she would enjoy it. And it's really small, so it's not going to overwhelm them in their house, I could make this today. But I really like the idea of the socks, and they would match your sweater. But but today's my birthday, and I have things to do, and I also have to pack up my kitchen. And if I tell my husband, he's very sweet, but if I tell him I really want to sit and knit this sock all day, it's going to take me 24 hours. He's not going to be happy, because I'm the one who in June said every weekend in July we are packing up this kitchen, because I'm not doing it all on the 23rd at midnight. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the day before it comes.
We skipped the very first weekend. I don't know why. We just weren't ready. And then last weekend we did a major haul. We did, I bought like the glass. I think I told you I bought the glass pack boxes, and we packed up. We basically emptied the top cabinetry, and now we got to empty the bottom, and I have some big boxes and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, I can't spend all day doing this sock, but I really want to. But now I'm looking at this, and I'm like, this probably would be the best idea, to make her a little stuffy and give it to her. It'd be something for her, and a hat for Oliver. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I'll put this away. I'll finish the socks, and somehow I'll get it to them next time, or I'll send them to someone else. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do it right now. Anyway, so that's my funny story about Amazon giving me a birthday present. Amazon gave me... speaking of bots and Amazon and Google and all those things, you will not believe what happened today.
What?
I get a little notification on my phone that says... It's a weird little Google icon. It's like a little birthday cake, and it says "Happy Birthday." So I click on it, and it's actually Google wishing me a happy birthday. But the animation...
That's not creepy at all.
Well, I figure Google knows my birthday, because every time... I figure Google knows my birthday because it's on, it's on Facebook, whatever. But that's one thing. So I open it up, and it's a little animation, and there's a birthday cake, and there's something popping out. If you've ever felt watched, I have never felt more watched than what popped out of the cake. And I'm going to put a picture here because I took a screenshot because I was incredulous. Let's see, where is the screenshot? I will show it to you guys. Was a knitted sweater.
I told you, Google spies on you. It's your stalker.
Your birthday star, and out pops a knitted sweater. I'll put a screenshot here of it. I'm like, for Google to infer all of that, like,
Yeah.
like, what's it gonna do on Mark's birthday? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna pop out a knitted sweater on everyone's birthday. What the heck? That's like so creepy.
It's very creepy.
That's
But
really
Google is
awful.
creepy overall. It's a stalker.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you leave someplace and the next time you call Google, it's like, do you know this place? Have you been here before?
Oh, you were
You
here
answer
5
some
years
question?
ago. You were
Yeah.
here 5 years ago.
Yeah. And
Oh, it's like
mm.
it's shoestring yarn. It feels like it's like a tube, like a shoestring tube.
So that would make up fast.
It'll make up fast and it won't split. And here's the little crochet hook. It's got flashing on
And
it.
it's kind of safe for kids too.
It's not super high quality, but it's ergonomic. And let's see. So it has
It's an
white-
unboxing.
Yeah, it's an unboxing. The wee woobly bits.
There must be these
And
little
there's
eyes.
instruction. There's the eyes. Oh, look at the little sticker. It's a sticker of the fox that I'm gonna make. It's so cute. I'll take a picture because I'm gonna destroy it, and that way I can show you guys later. And I can put up a picture of it. It's so cute. The wee woobly bits. Oh my gosh, I've heard about these kits. and
Yeah, I've seen the
I,
ads for them.
you know, I'm
yeah.
always like, oh, I don't know, because I know how to crochet already. And here's the orange, and it's got. Oh, this is the already started part. It's got little
stitch markers.
stitch markers and stuff. So orange, white, black. A little bag of stuffing. With a little sticker. It's what's inside that counts. This is really great marketing. It's really great marketing. No wonder people love this. I don't know anything about this. Is that everything? Yeah, that's all. But no wonder people like this stuff so much. Like,
Let's see how fast you can do it.
all right, I gotta open this.
So,
like this little sticker. I want to keep the little sticker.
so I have a funny story.
Okay.
So yesterday I took Beth to this procedure and she checked in and everything, and then she left me her little purse and she said, here's my purse. And I said, okay. And then the doctor came out and talked to me, and then after a while they came and said, do you want to go back over there with her? And I said, yeah. And I grabbed everything except her purse.
Look, I put my little sticker on my stitch marker box.
And
So cute.
Yeah,
and so then Beth is like, "Do you have my purse?"
Yeah, I was
like,
lying in the I was lying in the little hospital bed, you know, recovering, you know, making sure I was okay, and so, you know, Eve was sitting in a chair at my feet, and I saw her at one point, like, you know, putting her purse on and her cross stitch bag, you know, fussling with them because they were you know, sliding off or whatever. And I thought, oh, my purse is probably getting in the way, because when I went to the procedure, I just took a little shoulder bag that had, you know, with my wallet and my phone in there and all that, and so it has kind of a long strap, and so when she was putting her purse on her shoulder, I thought, oh, my purse is probably getting in the way. And then the more I looked more closely at her, I thought, wait, where's my purse? My purse isn't there. That's what I said.
Fortunately, it was still where I left it. But, you know.
So I was joking about, they're going to steal my millions. Yeah, as if I had them. And millions.
You know, on Amazon Prime Day, I've been wanting a new suit. You know how with your suits, eventually the elastic inside gets all crinkly and it doesn't really elastic anymore. And so, okay, I don't need a new suit. I have like, I don't know, 5 that work. But I wanted a new one.
No.
Just one?
Oh.
I don't know. That was weird. Weird hair.
And so
I
I was looking at the suits, and it asks you all these questions on your size.
Yeah.
And I didn't really believe it, but it said, no, on our calculations on this item, this is what your size is. Yeah. And they weren't hard questions like go measure your waist or anything like that. They were questions you could answer, right? Mm-hmm. And so I went, okay, I'll order that size. Fits perfectly. I was like, huh.
Yeah, I was looking at some shoes, and it's like, from what you've ordered in the past, we think this size will fit you. I'm like, thank you bots. Thank you, AI bots.
But that I don't mind, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, this is first.
Oh, instructions. QR code. Type in the password Papa.
What?
Papa. Is that his name?
Papow.
Oh, no, it's Felix the Fox. Oh, I just told you all my passwords. Now you can make Felix too, apparently.
You have to have all the pieces.
No, I know. I'm just joking. I like QR codes.
You know, the QR codes on the coupons at Fry's, 90% of the time I cannot get it to work. And so finally, I got it to work the other day to get a coupon that I wanted that I couldn't find on the app, right? So after that, it logged me out of Fry's.
Oh. So, you know, you guys talk about the McDonald's app all the time.
Yeah.
And every time I use it, I'm logged out, and I log back in, and I'm logged out, and I have to log back in, sitting in the driveway. I'm like,
yeah, that's what.
So
it used to
annoying.
do that to me all the time, but it doesn't anymore.
Just if you're wondering about Woobles kits, so if you do the QR code and you go in there, it'll ask you like, are you a lefty or a righty? Like it's starting at the very beginning. But then it says, if you just want the pattern, click here. So I downloaded the pattern. So cute.
Yeah, my McDonald's app does that to me sometimes. It'll say, you know, like, oh, let's start it here. Put your email address in, and then you know, and it has my email address saved with the McDonald's logo, whatever, and then it sends a thing to sends me an email, and then I have to go in the email and click, and it logs me in, whatever, and you know, but it messes up my, you know, and other times I just click on my app and it's fine, you know. So I don't know if it just depends on if we go to a different McDonald's, but sometimes it does that with the McDonald's by our house that we go to all the time. So it's, you know.
That being said, I would rather use McDonald's app than anybody else's app. I try to use the apps at other places, and you know, I'm like, you only get this coupon if you pay for it on the app. No, thank you. Huh. You know, I
think Rubio's app is one of the best food ordering apps I've ever had.
Well, I'm not talking about just food ordering. I'm talking about getting discounts and stuff. I shouldn't have to pay for it on the app to get your discount.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like,
mm-hmm.
A coupon.
App.
You know, like on Wendy's it says, you know, you can get some gigantic sandwich for, you know, 10 cents or something. But you have to pay for it on the app, which means I have to put my credit card number in on the app. And every other day, people are, you know, getting into this
hacking into somebody,
database and that database, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm not going to put my numbers in anything I don't absolutely have to. So I'm just like, well, I guess I'm not using this.
We went to after my procedure, we went to McDonald's there by the hospital, and again I was fussing with my stupid McDonald's app, and trying to get it to show me whatever, but Eve had pulled hers up right away, and when she went to the little ordering thing to order, she gave the girl her code, and the girl said, "You've already used this code." And Eve's like, "No, I haven't." and I don't know if the girl pushed the wrong button or whatever.
And she said, "Well, that's what it's telling me." I'm like, I haven't used it. I hadn't been in McDonald's that day, And she goes, "Well, do you have another code?" So I tried the one for just getting points. It says that the same thing on that one. Like,
that you've already used it. Like,
why would it do that on the one for getting rewards? Because you don't get anything free for that. But I just said, I guess I'm just going to order without it. I was so disgusted.
And then I had ordered a deluxe quarter pounder with cheese, and when we got up to the window, the kid that was taking our money, it was a different kid than the one that the girl that took our order at the microphone thing, and he said, "Oh, did you get a double quarter pounder with cheese?" And I said, "No, I did not get a double. I got a deluxe." And so it took him a minute to figure it out and everything, and so I guess he had to, either he read the order wrong, or
I saw him punching buttons.
Oh.
He fixed it.
Yeah. And so it was like, okay, I don't want to go to this store anymore. This McDonald's,
well,
fortunately, we won't have to go there anymore.
It's really, really close to the hospital where she had her procedure. And I remembered that it was there.
It's the one we always go to on the way home from orchestra, isn't it?
No.
It's on Southern and Dobson.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, it didn't look familiar at all.
Because we always go at night. I'm telling you, if it's directly across Southern from the hospital, that's the one we go to.
So I remembered.
Maybe they have a different crew at night.
I remembered that it was there, and I remembered that there was a reason I didn't like going there, and I couldn't remember what it was. Well, I was reminded this time. I was like, I forget it. Just give me my food. And I don't like French fries too much anymore. So I didn't want a big fry, but I wanted something I could eat while I was driving. So I said, medium fry, large Coke. Of course, I got a gigantic fry. Ended up throwing most of them away. And it's not that big a price difference. I don't care about that. It's just, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't go to take my order while you're doing other things if you can't do more than one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm. I think the McDonald's next to near my house is the best one.
No, the best one is the one on Desert Parkway.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're quick and they're
that's
nice.
That's one where you arrive and there's a line and you get in anyway because it's almost like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I really like.
Every other business could learn about how to get customers through a line.
I remember
from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I remember
didn't the COVID vaccine?
Where they were going
to come to Chick-fil-A and say, "Help us with our line."
Yeah,
because they saw the lines moving all fast.
Yeah. I was gonna say I read an article about that the guy that was running that line came over to talk to the manager of the Chick-fil-A drive-through line and said, "How do you guys do that?"
The Chick-fil-A that we most often go to is at the far end of a shopping center. And sometimes you'll come in to go there and the line is almost all the way to the street. And you get in line anyway. Because it's only going to be a few minutes. And your order's going to be right. And all the times I've been to that Chick-fil-A, I've only had my order wrong once.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of wrong orders, the other day Eli was coming in to work, and we usually get lunch together, and at this day I had knitting class, so I was like, I can't have lunch with you today. I have knitting class, so I just took a frozen meal with me, and so partway through the morning I was like, I don't really want that. So I texted him. I said, I'm gonna get Jimmy John's and I'll have it delivered to my office, and you just come over and get it, and then you can go eat with your friends. So he's like, okay. So I ordered 2 sandwiches and 2 Diet Cokes. And he texted me that he was there, and the guy who delivered it was really nice and everything, nice to my up front crew and stuff like that. And so anyway, so I go down and I'm like, here's a Coke, here's your sandwich, here's your chips, whatever. And he took off, and I went back up, and I go sit down in knitting class, and it was a real Coke. And this was Thursday. I took donuts to my office from Donut Parlor, that fancy donut place over here. And I had already was like zzz on sugar. Like, I cannot drink a real Coke. So I gave it to my boss. But Eli got a Diet Coke. Uh-huh. So somehow they made one of each. And it's possible that in the app I pushed the wrong button.
Well, you know,
or grabbed the wrong one.
Yeah.
When I was working on Southern and 48th Street, a Jimmy John's opened up, and I was so excited. And I would order, and I don't know why I bothered. It was always wrong. And they sent somebody on a bicycle to deliver it.
Yeah.
Which I have no problem with that, right? But don't forget the Coke, because you don't want to carry it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on, man. And at that job, I had time. It wasn't that. But it was, really? Because my going up front to get it was the problem, not how long it took to get my order. So,
I don't know what I did here. I made a mess. Sorry. Yeah. I used to order from Jimmy John's when I lived in Little Rock, because the office where I worked, it was downtown, and just a few blocks away was the Jimmy John's. So it was real easy to order from them and get it delivered. That, they would deliver it right away. And but the problem was that, because they had to, come downstairs where the receptionist was and whatever, and I worked like up on the 5th floor or something. So I was trying to, always trying to figure out the right timing so that I could go downstairs and get my order, And so I'd place the order, I'd call in the order, and give myself, say, okay, well, I have a few minutes, and then I have to, get down there, and I have to get my credit card down there and everything. And then I would
take your credit card when they brought it?
Yeah, because I didn't have, I don't think I had the app on my phone
before
or whatever.
The days of apps.
And so, I'd be, thinking, okay, I'm just, trying to figure out my timing. And then I'd get a call from the receptionist. Did you order Jimmy John's? There's an order down here.
That was back when it used to be fast. It's not fast like that.
And so I went down. So I'd go downstairs, and then other times I'd go say, okay, I'm gonna call, and I'm gonna go, more or less right away, and and be down there waiting for them. And then I'd wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be upstairs working.
The problem with where I was working is that it's a locked door with nobody there, right? So there's no way anybody is going to hear them knocking. Mm-hmm. And so I would have to have somebody like substitute for me so I could go up there when it came. Mm-hmm. And, theoretically I wouldn't be up there very long. But if they forgot something, I'm like,
yeah,
call me when you're here, because I worked someplace where there had to be ratio, and all these guys were eating, so you had to have the right number of people in the room, even if it was just for a minute. Yeah, and so it was, but I was really happy that there was a Jimmy John's close, because I didn't feel evil eating Jimmy John's.
I like their sandwiches.
Yeah.
I really like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, but you can order it. They're pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Lean meats and you don't have to get all the accoutrement if you don't want.
I had
So-
developed a really bad habit when I worked at Blue Cross at first at a certain point because we always had health fairs and things like that, and so they were always trying to get us to drink plenty of water and do this and do that, and so one year they gave us, as part of all the swag they usually did for that sort of thing, they gave us these big 32 ounce, no, not 32, bigger than that, 60, I don't know, just huge, those giant cups,
Mm-hmm.
and so theoretically you were supposed to fill it with water, and you could sip it and drink all at your desk all day long, whatever. But then there was a
Fill it with Coke.
yeah, there was a Quiznos downstairs on the ground floor of the building, and they had a deal where you could get that gigantic cup filled with Diet Coke or filled with whatever soda for 10 cents. And so, of course, I would get my giant cup filled with soda, and it was Diet Coke. But because it made it really easy to order lunch down there because they had really good, they had good salads, they had good sandwiches and stuff like that, and so I would order my lunch, refill my giant cup, and sit there and drink soda.
So on the TV show Monk, there was an episode where the goofy detective from the precinct, he was drinking those big gulps, I think from 7-Eleven or something, or maybe it was those giant ones from Circle K, but it was the big drinks in the styrofoam cup, right? And he was always, and it was just like one episode. So he had it, and he was always slurping on it, and people would go like, because he was making noise while he was drinking it, and he was always drinking it, and he always needed the bathroom. And so at one point, the sergeant got a pen and stabbed the cup. And then it turned out him needing to go to the bathroom saved the day. But it was a pretty funny episode with him stabbing the cup, and that detective always had something going on that was hilarious.
Was that Monk? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like Monk. So, yeah. Man,
Tony
we've been
Shalhoub.
Are we hungry or what?
Tony
We've been talking about
Shalhoub
food.
is really funny. He was in
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest. He was
Yeah.
very funny. That character was so funny. And then he was Monk, but then also very early on, he did an early episode of the X-Files. And it's Vince Gilligan is one of the writers on that show, and he was one of my favorites. He's the one who did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Anyway, so his like spec script for the X-Files was this episode called Shadows, I think. Anyway, but Tony Shalhoub was in that, and he played like some. I guess he was a scientist who had discovered something, and blah blah blah, and so it's such a totally different character from Monk and from the guy he played in Galaxy Quest. That just like he's very incredibly versatile. Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah,
Yeah. I like Vince Gilligan's writing.
yeah. Well, it's funny because on the X-Files, there's all these actors that later on became famous, like Giovanni Ribisi, Jack Black, just various people. I want to say, I don't know, but just other people that went on to become famous that
That you can't think of right now?
yeah, that I can't think of now. But like, yeah,
I think
it's
that
like,
kind of makes your point a little bit. They were really famous, but I don't know who they were. What was I going
what
to
Tony
say?
Shalhoub.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony
I like
Shalhoub. Yeah, the guy is good. And
Oh,
hilarious.
and what's his face? The guy that was in what is that sci-fi show where there are a bunch of cadets, I guess, and anyway, it was famous for a little while, for about this long, in the 90s. But they, he got they got their start from some writers that were on the X-Files, that wrote for the X-Files, that then got their own show, whatever. But yeah. But every now and then, I'm watching those old episodes, I'm like, hey, I know that guy. He was in such and such. Yeah.
Robert can spot actors from other things so quickly. He's like, that's that so-and-so from such and such. And I'm like, really? And I look at, yeah, it is, but he can spot it very quickly. Robert and I love movies. So,
3.
well,
I have
I've got a
I
mess
have a
going on here.
birthday.
What am I doing?
I have a birthday gift from Harkins. I need to use
Oh, yeah.
before I lose it, like I did last year. I didn't go to anything, and then I went to use it, and they're like, "Oh, it expired like X many weeks after your birthday," and I'm like, "That's baloney."
yeah, but last year there wasn't that much to go see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about Mission Impossible. I like those Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't know, I always see a whole bunch of things I want to see, but I never go.
I like a lot of the Tuesday movies.
Yeah, those are good. They show, at our local theater, they show
It's
really
a
good.
it's a
like,
family-owned theater that's just Arizona.
I think they have some in California and Texas now.
Do they?
Yeah, good for them.
They're a good theater.
They're great. They're the best, and their popcorn is.
Yeah, their popcorn is good.
And I just like the way they do things.
Yeah, and I think their concessions are not as expensive as a lot of places.
Not
yeah.
as expensive as AMC.
Mhm.
That's baloney over there.
I don't.
And every time
Why
I've had
charge you that
popcorn-
much and then make you get it yourself?
Yeah, and then every popcorn I've ever had at AMC has been yuck.
There was what cinema was it? Regal Cinema?
Yeah.
Something in Albuquerque. Every time I went there, the popcorn was stale.
Yeah.
So I mean, like chewy stale.
Ew.
And I'm like, what do you buy this in big old bags and store it in the back? It wasn't hot. It wasn't stale. I mean, it was popped somewhere else. I'm telling you. And
What
I'm
I like about
popcorn
Harkins
is so easy to make.
I know.
Why would you need to do
What I
that?
like about Harkins, and they always accommodate me. I'll be up at the thing, and I'm like, I see a popcorn machine spewing, going off down the road. I'm like, can I have popcorn from that one? And they're like, sure. Because I like getting it super hot and exactly fresh. Oh, I love it.
And they still have plenty of people up at the front concession stands.
Yeah, they're not like, yeah, everything at AMC around here is like
Automated.
your tickets automated, your
That's not
concessions even are. And then like,
You grab the candy on your way up to the counter, and then you pay, and you go serve your own. You serve your own drink,
yeah.
and
I guess they get your or the popcorn's pre-done or
the
something.
popcorn's pre-done. Yeah, you put butter on it yourself if you
And
want
then remember
butter.
that time we were there, and I was like, there was a thing of condiments. Oh, because I got gotten a hot dog, which was not a good hot dog, and I went to the thing where you get the condiments, and it was nasty and dirty, and it was empty. So I turned around and I went to the counter. I'm like, can I have? And I could see there was a little packet, like one of those little shelf things.
Ouch.
And they had like ketchup and relish and mustard and stuff right there. Like I'm at the counter. There's a dude, and there's a counter back there, and I see them. And I was like, can I have some of the condiments, please? And he goes, that guy down there can help you. And I was like, they're right there. And he goes, oh, my bad. Yeah, you're bad. Your entire company is you're bad.
Your whole job is to stand there and serve me. I'm sorry, but you're in the service industry.
I was just like, I cannot believe you would do that. And it wasn't like he was next to him. It was like all the way at the end of the other end. Like Harkins has.
And you weren't
like,
asking for him to take your order. You just wanted to.
Well, and not only that, he's like, what are you doing that's so important that you can't serve a customer?
He wasn't doing anything, as far as I could tell. But I'm like, I guess he was like a manager or something. I don't know. But like in Harkins, they fall over themselves too. And I don't even feel like it's like one of those creepy service industry kind of things.
Well, like when I bought your ticket the other day, and when I bought it, I said, my sister's going to be here later, and I'm buying this ticket for her. Does she come to here? Where does she go? And at first she said, well, you can tell the lady at the ticket thing, and she'll do it. And I'm like, her? And she goes, never mind, I'll do it. And
but they didn't even like make me show my ID or anything. They just let me in. But I think because it's like small enough, they're like, oh yeah, we remember that, And
it's not that they're not busy; they're very busy.
Yeah, and then they have 10,000
people taking
what do I call it, registers, and the prices aren't. I never feel like the prices are horrible, and the popcorn perks alone.
Yeah.
Well, you get your little loyalty cup, right? And that's what, like $1.
$1.50.
Oh, can I speak?
$2
I'm going to interrupt our Harkins conversation for a McDonald's conversation. Do you know this is no longer $1?
Yes, it's $1.50.
No, $1.29.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm
with
like,
tax and
bizarre,
stuff, it's $1.50.
Bizarre price.
Wow. What happened to my dollar soda?
Yeah, but
Anyway,
it's still cheaper here.
It's still cheaper.
It's still
than
cheaper here
Wendy's.
than McDonald's
Anywhere.
sodas and other places are like the other guys.
So anyway, I just noticed that. But anyway, you get your loyalty cup for Harkins, and you fill up for $1.50. I think it is
$1.50, $2. It's cheap.
Yeah, and then
For the whole year.
For the
and so for the whole year you get those refills, and then with
If
the
you buy
popcorn
popcorn
perks, a popcorn perks is $30, and it gets you how many? 30, I think it is.
I think, something like
So
that.
basically, you get a medium popcorn for $1.
Yeah.
It pays for itself.
And they give you points.
Like 3 movies.
And they give you points every time you buy something.
Every time you spend any money,
the ticket and the concessions, not just.
Yeah.
You get points. Although I noticed that after COVID, you couldn't use your reward money for tickets.
Yeah.
I noticed that. That's the only thing they changed, because you used to be able to use it toward your ticket.
But so when you get enough points,
you get $5.
Yeah.
And it's just $5, so you just like, I'd like to use that reward.
Yeah.
So then you go to the movies, you buy your ticket, okay, but then you get your $1.50 soda and your basically free popcorn because you paid $30.
The other
6 months
day,
ago.
I got a big drink. I got my popcorn perks popcorn, and I got ice cream. I think I paid $2 and something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because if you have
I had a $5
reward, so it's so funny. I told Mark, I have a $5 reward at Harkins because of my points, and he goes, well, how do you get a $5 reward? I'm like, it's 200 points. And he goes, well, how do you get 200 points? And I'm like, you get a point for every dollar you spend. And he goes, what? I love movies. You've been married to me for a long time.
Well, and you usually pay for Eli or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
the ticket alone.
You have to go to the movies once in a while.
is $10.
Yeah, I know. So here's a bad thing. It's PDF of the pattern, but I have no way of marking like where I am. This is round 5. I guess I can do it like this.
Your what's it called will accept a PDF.
Yeah. If I can pull it into
your tablet.
Into my tablet, but it's the little bottom of the fox. Yeah. Have you seen those videos of foxes like laughing and like running? Like there's this one lady who I guess has a fox or knows a fox that comes to visit her. I think. I don't know. I think it's her own fox. But I think she has like a big land, kind of thing. I don't know. I've never looked into her account. But there's this video where she goes out to greet the fox, and when they want to roll over and get their bellies rubbed, and they have this sound that's like a laugh. but I guess she dropped her phone. She was filming. She dropped her phone, and the fox picked it up and ran with it, laughing all the time with this weird little and then tried to put it in a hole or something. I don't know. This is really cute. The foxes are so cute. But yeah. So
We've been talking for a really long time.
yeah. Well,
And I'm thinking about that cupcake.
The cupcake, and now I want to go to the movies. Mark's taking me out to lunch today, so that's nice. And I think he's going to barbecue tonight. So
That's nice.
yeah, and
No, I want to
so,
go to the movies.
I know I want to go to the
Talking
movies.
movies.
I know, like I crapped on you guys when you went to the movies last week. So I'm like,
Yeah, it was good too.
yeah, I know. I wanted to go. And then Rachel and I were going to go, and we never did. But yeah, to figure something out. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to go have the rest of my birthday, and I'm not going to stress about a sock. I'm going to make this little fox. I just changed my mind right here on the screen. And I will make the other sock because it's so cute, but
now you don't have to
but
spend
now I
all
don't
day
have
doing
to spend my whole birthday doing it. I can make this easily today, so
it. Just don't forget to do it.
I won't. I won't. I won't.
No, she'll
So-
forget to do the video.
You'll get messages from me at 2 a.m. Send me your pictures. For no reason. I'm not doing the video right now. I already did it. No, I'm just kidding, but just get busy. Things happen.
Well, I just have 4 more rows of your of this pattern to do.
Okay. That's
And we're back and forth rows of your hill, so maybe I will finish it today.
This is so cute. Oh wait, what does this say? What's this in here? Everything you need, pre-started for you, step-by-step videos to make your first crochet project, handmade by you. This is such a good idea. I wish I had come up with this idea. I guess you can get it with a crochet hook or not. So like if you already have gotten these and you want to get more kits, you don't have to buy another crochet hook. Time to complete 3 to 8 hours.
There you go.
Finish size 4.5 inches by 3.5 inches. This is so cute. Thanks, Amazon. Who knew?
Solved your problem right there.
Well, this is something fun. And Mark almost reported like wrong item, return it, and he's like, I was like, well. So he's like, just keep it. And he just bought the bowls again. I don't know how much. I mean, we got this for the price of bowls. I think these are more expensive than a package of bowls. But anyway, well, I'm gonna go finish my birthday.
Yes.
So thanks for joining us for another week. Hope your July is going well, and we will see you next time.
Bye.